Hey Sam, how are you?
Hi, Mark.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you, Sam.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you all too.
Thank
You
you.
too. Hi, Jean.
Hi.
Hi, where are you from, Jean?
I'm in Redondo Beach, California.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Rowita, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Where are you from?
Chicago.
Okay. All right, fantastic. And Lily's here. Where are you from, Lily? Are you there? She'll be on in a minute. All right. Or she stepped away. All right, let's see if anyone else joins us in here. We had about 40, 45 signups from Chicago and LA, from all kinds of areas. Let's see how many people show up. So I want to welcome everyone here. We'll start in about a minute and see who else joins us. And all right, come on, let's go. Where's Mike? All right. And Aria. Where's Aria? They're not coming in. Oh my God. Well, there's two, four, five of us so far out of about 45 people that signed up for this. We'll see who else comes in. All right, I'll tell you what, let's just go ahead and start. For those that are new here, my name is Mark Earlix, and I am a healer by the grace of God. This is all that I do. My website is markearlix.com. And please go, and if you have the opportunity, sign up for the newsletter. I don't sell my lists. And if it's within your heart, please do a gifting tab at the bottom of whatever you want. I don't care what it is. I do know that God reciprocates. Uh, as you give, it loves to give as well. That's one of the dynamics of the godliness. And oh, here comes some other people here. All right. And let's let them in. All right. Before I get too far into the dialogue here. There we go. There's one person. All right. Jerry's joining us. Hey, Jerry. Are you there? Can you hear me? Turn on your mic. Turn on your mic. Ask to unmute. Ask to unmute. Okay. They will in time. So, uh, and here's Mike. Yay. Oh, we got some people coming in here. Come on. I'm in sunny Arizona, but it's nighttime. So, and it's only around, we're suffering at 65 degrees here. And during the day today, it was close to 80, which was really, chilly for us. But that's okay. Hey, Mike, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing, Mark?
Well, thank you. Very well. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah to everyone. And okay, so in any case, I love, there's not many of us, it seems, out of all the people that signed up, and which is fine. And we'll see if anyone else moseys in as well. If there's any questions or comments, please feel free to ask before we start. And what I'll be doing is working with one person at a time. I prefer not to uh, do any kind of emotional work this is a healing circle with a lot of people, and I don't want everyone to know everyone else's business emotionally. So I keep that in private appointments. And if anyone is interested in a private appointment, I do either Zoom or telephone or FaceTime. And you'll have to set up the appointment though with me by going to the website or contacting me directly, and then we can talk about it either way. And again, the website is markearlix.com. And I do teach what I do. I have a fairly decent sized event coming up February of all times in Wisconsin, right across the border in Burlington. And I pray that it doesn't snow to keep me out of Burlington the first weekend of February. And then I'll be doing also appointments, I believe, and maybe other things in Northbrook, Illinois. And so it depends. I'll see. And the word is out there for that, and there's several people that want it. We'll see how that unfolds, though. But Burlington is for sure. There's definitely going to be a lot of people for that. And let's see. I work with healing, as I mentioned, and healing is my gift, my goal, and my tool. It's all that I do in my life. And I've been doing this for about 35 years now, since I guess the 80s, and excuse me, 70s. I've been doing it publicly since the 80s. And I've worked with about, again, 25 to 35,000 people, and which is a lot of people in a lot of situations I've worked with. I've seen some pretty amazing things, and people have told me amazing things that have happened in their life. Most people will experience something most readily, and other people will experience it 5 minutes or 30 minutes later or whatever, or walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? If that should be the case. And I don't know what else to say before we start. Any questions about anything I can try to answer, please? Please, anything. Mike, anything you'd like to mention or ask about?
Not off the top of my head, Mark.
Okay. All righty. Samantha, anything that you can think of?
You mentioned Northbrook. Are you saying that you're not sure if?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. Yeah. It's being worked out, and it'll be right after Burlington, if it does come to fruition.
And Burlington is when? You said the first weekend in February?
Yes, it's going to be on, I'll be getting into town on Thursday, then Friday night will be the healing circle.
Okay.
And then,
January 31st?
yes. Oh, excuse me, no, February, the first weekend of February.
Okay.
And I believe,
Well, then Saturday is February 1st. That's why I'm asking.
yeah, I think it's the 7th that I'll be doing the healing
Okay.
circle.
Okay.
It's the first weekend of February there. So I'll be on the 7th, I believe it is. It's the healing circle
Okay.
in Burlington. And then I'll be doing a 1-day workshop on spiritual healing, working with healing.
Okay.
And then I'm teaching it, I should say,
Okay.
my perspective of it. And then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'll be having appointments there.
Okay.
And so take it from there. Yeah, good question. Good question. I appreciate that. All right. Hey there, Aria. How are you doing?
Hi there. I'm wishing you a happy Christmas. How are you?
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too. I'm well, thank you. I'm very well. Suffering with 65 degrees right now. And
My heart beats for you.
I know. And all right. So, quick note on that. Ha ha ha. What did what was it? What was that again? Oh my God. What is OOO That's Santa Claus walking backwards. Okay, forget it.
Oh.
Yep, yep, yep. Wasn't that good? So, all right, yep. So, okay, yep. So, did you get it, Mike?
Yes.
All right.
Oh yeah, I got it. I got it.
All right, all right, good, good. And all right, so any other questions or comments about me, what I do, or healing, or an intuition? Anything, please, that I can try to answer.
So this is my first time,
Welcome, Rowinda.
and I just don't know. I wanted to try to see what is healing is.
Sure.
So I don't know if I can just observe in the beginning or you can give some.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. And if you'd like, at the end of it, or at the last person, I can ask if you want to participate in it, or just you're observing.
Okay.
All right, great. Where are you from, Rowida?
I live in Chicago, but I am originally from Egypt.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah, great to have you here. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right. And Lily, are you here? Can you hear? Lily? All right, that's fine. She can't. All right. So let's see here. Any other questions or comments, please? There's just a few of us. Anything? Any questions about anything I can try to answer on spirituality or healing or intuition, what I do, where I learned it, anything, please.
Mark,
Yes, please, Jean.
how did you learn to be a healer?
It was about 48 years ago, going on 49 in this next April or June, I believe. Um, I was a pretty direful place, and I ended up uh, in an order. It's a Gnostic order, uh, the Order of the Golden Cross, Holy Order of the Golden Cross, and that was in California, and that was a long time ago, 48 years ago. And I got accepted by a council to be allowed to be in the order. And I was sent immediately, someone was assigned to me as a novice master. I was going in as a novice. And they told me to go, this novice master's name was John. He told me to go into a chapel across the street, and then they'd get me something to eat and show me where I was going to be sleeping in a little while. So I went into the chapel. They had me, he also told me to kneel before a Mary shrine, and they were going to pick me up from there. And I had never been in a chapel in my life. I had never had any religious connection in my life. And I went in and I was shown where the Mary shrine was, and then the person that was in the chapel left, and I heard the door creak as he left. So I figured, okay, I'm tired, and so as I was kneeling there, I put my head down on the shrine top, the tabletop there, with a Mary candle, excuse me, with a red candle and a picture of this woman that was on the wall, and a rose and a candle around it. And as I was putting my head down, I was totally conscious. And I found myself immediately looking over this, what looked like a old English maze in a countryside. And as I was, oh, let me get her back in. And as I was looking down in my mind, I was still conscious, but I was just amazed at what I was seeing. And as I was looking at it, then and it just went on forever, all around me, the back of me, sides of me, front of me, everywhere. It's just all around me. And it was dark and lush and green throughout the whole area. And I found myself inside the area. somehow. And I was fairly conscious then, while I was looking down at it and then in it. And then I saw, like, to the left of me was an alcove that went into a deep, dark, lush forest that you couldn't even see into. It was so dark from no sunlight coming in. And to the right of me it looked like a handmade stone monastery type structure, a small structure. And there was a drawbridge, a wooden plank that came down, and a procession of 40 monks came out. Uh, and they all had their hoods over their heads. They were all wearing brown robes. Their arms were in the sleeves. Their robes went past their legs, and I couldn't see any of their faces. And they were all walking methodically into that alcove that went into the dark, lush green forest. The third deep one in the last row stepped out, took his arms out, put his hood back, and it was this man that had jet black hair. And as he was walking towards me, which was only a few feet away, I looked at his eyes, and they were just, it was like a lump of coal you can see into. And it's almost like looking at the universe. And uh, we were standing there. Then all of a sudden I found myself sitting on what looked like an old Chicago park bench with the green slats of wood and an ornate wrought iron on them that they used to have in the park districts. And we were facing each other, and he started asking me questions about healing. And it was like something was opening up within me. And I started asking him questions, and he was giving me answers of what it was all about, what I was asking. And then the uh, procession came back, and he took his place, and the ramp door for that monastic structure of stone went up, and then someone tapped me on my shoulder. I swung my head around, and there was this funky looking brother said, "Hey, I'm here to get you something to eat and show you we're going to be sleeping." And I just thought I had the greatest dream in the world. And so walked outside, and I had been in there. I looked at my watch. It was dark. I had been in there for 5.5 hours. And so I just thought it was an hallucination or a dream or something. I no other words for it. And then it was the next morning. I didn't know if I was going to stay there or start thumbing it around the country. And so it was around 6 in the morning. I was walking around, and no one else was out. And there was this indigent that was walking the street, a bum, and he was about 50 feet away from me, and he briskly walked towards me, and he was about up to here on me. So I figured, okay, if this guy is going to knife me, shoot me, do something vile, swear at me, whatever, I can knock him out. And so, because he's shorter than me, and I knew how to fight. And so he came up to me, and I'm ready to move my arm to hit him, and he said, "Put your hands on my head." I said, "What?" And this guy had a greasy head. He was balding, greasy clothing, tattered, and totally disheveled person. And so he said, "Put your hands on my head." And I looked at him again. He said, "Put your hands on my head." He said it again. And so I felt compelled to do it. And I put my hands on his greasy head. I looked around to make sure that I wasn't going to get embarrassed by someone seeing this. And as my hands were there, I felt a strange sensation coming from them that lasted for about 5 or 7 seconds or something like that. And then it left. And he said, "Take your hands down." And I took my hands down. And he said, "Thanks for taking my headache away." And he walked away, and I never saw him again. Then later in that afternoon, a bunch of people were milling around, a bunch of brothers, and I didn't know anyone there, so I thought that, I'd get in conversation with someone or whatever. And there was this one fellow, a really tall dude, that walked up to me, and he looked down at me, and he said, "I got a headache." And I said, "So?" And he said, "I got a headache." And I said, "Take some aspirin." And he said, I got a headache. Then I remembered what I had dreamt. I thought was dream or hallucination in the chapel that early evening before, and what had happened with that street bum. And I said, can I try something really weird with you? And he says, yes. And I reached up on my toes, put my hands on his head. I felt the same sensation. And I didn't know if it was the heat of the day. I didn't know if it was altitude or air pressure or what. And after the sensation left after those few seconds, I took my hands down. He said, how in the hell did you do that? I said, why in the hell did you ask me to? And so ever since, I've been working with it. And that was about 48 years ago. So uh, that's how it started. And I never heard of spirituality prior to that. Or the only thing I knew of spiritual was when I was really young. I was going out play with a bunch of my buddies, and my parents are watching this gospel thing on television, and oh, you got to hear this, it's really beautiful. And I said, nah, I'm not interested. And they said, but it's spiritual. And I said, nah, and I left. So that was my only spiritual quality in my life, of hearing that and thinking this is spiritual. um, so I hope that answers your question. Any other comments or questions, please? Anything? Aria, anything? Lily, Sam, anything, hon? Please.
I love that story.
Uh, thanks, Aria. I know, so do I. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to see. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go
I
ahead.
try to see spirituality as fun. I think as we do, we're opening up, we're being open at that moment when we perceive of it as fun. And it's fun, it's adventuresome, it's nothing to be dreaded. The destructive qualities have nothing to do with it, or the hardship of it. Hardship of spirituality has nothing to do with it. I think the divinity or the godliness answers our questions, and also shares with us more readily as we are open to that spirituality in a joy and a gladness. My perception of spirituality. And in other words, uh, I believe that we have the opportunity to learn to enjoy ourselves as well. And that's where the greatest response comes from. And we get to know ourselves at the same time. So, all right. Please, anything else before we start here? Not many of us, but that's good. Anything else, Jean?
No,
Okay. All righty. All right. Any questions, Aria? Any comments?
No, I'm just remembering the first time I heard you talk about that guy with the greasy head. It was in
Oh.
the dance building in
Oh my, years and years and years ago.
Des
God.
Plaines, but I don't. You told it tonight with more detail, and it's even more interesting than it was then.
Yeah, I left some of the detail out because Mike's heard the story about 500 times. And
Yeah,
and probably Sam too. But and what was that, a workshop or a healing circle back then?
I don't know because I came to all of them, every single
God,
one. So
God, amazing.
yeah, couldn't get enough.
I hear you. Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I learn as we talk as well. So,
Yeah.
all right. Sam, let's start with you, my dear friend. Any one thing you would like me to work with? Just one thing, please.
Yes, definitely. So in my left eye, there's like this blurry thing, and
Uh-huh.
I Googled it, and it's called a floater.
Yes.
Do you know anything about it? Will it go away? It's really making me nervous.
It no, won't necessarily go away. Sometimes they break up a little bit. And also what happens, we get used to them where they don't disturb us as much. It's not going to hurt us.
but it's blocking my vision.
Is it a huge one that blocks total
No,
perspective?
no. It's more like threads.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It, and how long have you noticed it for?
This has just been, I say, a few days.
Okay.
Yeah.
They normally break up a little bit, and then we get so used to them, they don't even hinder our vision.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Yes. I can work with that.
Okay.
And we'll see if that helps to dissipate, the majority or all or some or none, whatever. We'll see.
That would be great. Thank you.
All right. It won't hurt you though, hon.
Okay.
All right. Some people have floaters that are huge and they block a lot of their vision.
Okay.
And all right, so let me work with that. And you may sense something happening, you may not. It doesn't matter. There you go, my dear.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mark.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And please keep me updated if you notice any changes. I'd love to hear about them.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm going to try to go to Burlington.
Oh my goodness, that'll be great.
I think
Let
it's
me
an
know ahead of time.
hour
And
and a half drive. I'm not sure. I have to look it up.
yeah, would you be going to the workshop as well?
I'm going to look, see what
Okay,
the schedule is, but I'm going to try.
all righty. And let me know and I'll give you all the information.
Thank you, Mark.
All right. Blessings to you. It's going to be at a beautiful retreat center too.
Okay.
So, all right. And even if you stay overnight there for the next day of the workshop, whatever,
That's
or
what I might
appointment.
do. And then unless
Okay.
there's a snowstorm or something,
No snow, no snowstorm.
Good.
Not in February.
Okay, good.
It's going to be 35 to 40 degrees and sunny.
Okay. I'm glad you're
Flip,
coming up north here.
same here, same here. It's going to be announced starting in another a week or so, I believe.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right. Mike, anything in particular, my dear friend? Anything? How's your knee? How's your back?
You know, my back, a little of the residual soreness has come back, but it's,
Ah,
you know, it's just what it is. And my knee is in the process of still,
working with the healing.
yeah, working. But
Okay.
uh, I was talking to the lady that I get a massage from, and
Good.
she was telling me that her grandson, his name's Andrew, but they call him Drew. He's 9 years old, and his body's producing too much cerebral spinal fluid, and it's
Hmm.
causing pressure inside his head. And they don't know what causes it or whatever. And they're thinking he's having uh, small seizures, and it's affecting some other things too. And I was wondering if you can give him a blessing, please.
Gladly. Gladly. All righty. Hey, Denise, how are you?
Hi, good. Good night, guys. Everything's okay. How you doing?
Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All righty. Let me work with Drew. Ask a blessing on him.
Okay.
All right. One thing that is just my perception. I'm not going to make any claims or diagnose or prescribe or anything like that. I don't do that. My perception was that it's about the fifth vertebrae down. It might be flawed in there. Maybe that's creating the leak of what you're referring to. And so I asked for a healing for that, and or change in that to help him to feel better. And I watched in my perception, I watched the swelling come down. How, why, when, where, I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Sure. What about you? Anything in particular you'd like me to work with? One thing there?
Okay, my back.
Oh, you got it.
It's the right side mostly, the upper right side.
Okay. My perception is going to be less than what it is. So
Thank you kindly, sir.
my honor, total honor. Rowita, anything in particular you'd like me to work with, my dear? Any one thing, please. Oh, let me call on you. I'll call on you last. Call you last. All right. Jean, please. Anything in particular, my friend?
Well, I'm going through a divorce, so I have a lot of pain I'm dealing with, but you said you don't want to deal with any emotional.
It's not that I don't want to deal with it. I
Yeah.
won't do it in front of people.
Okay,
And
well, the
only in
physical,
private session. Yes.
okay, the stress related to that has given me some skin kind of blotches and rash. And I have an eye twitch and, just a lot of stress going on.
Okay. All right. Let's do a circumventing here. What I'd like to do is have you close your eyes for a moment, please. And can you picture the last time, very recently, within the last, say, hour, that you felt stress? And try to picture what the stress looks like, please, in you.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Now, what I want you to do is nothing. Now, open up your eyes and close it, and close your eyes again. Picture the stress again that you just experienced. What is it like now compared to before?
Well, it's less.
Good. Good. All right. Open up your eyes. How do you feel?
uh, Better.
Okay. That's because you rock. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And a reminder again, and I'll do it one more time later. If anyone wants an appointment with me, I delve into various topics. I work with the emotional and especially the physiological, biological, neurological, whatever. And my website, you can find out all about that, is markearlix.com. And I'm grateful that you're here. And also on the bottom of my website is a gifting tab if anyone's interested in gifting. I do this freely, uh, and it's wonderful to be able to be supported while doing this. So let me see. Lily, are you there? Are you there yet, Lily? Are you there? All right. All right, let's go to Arya. Anything in particular, my dear?
Hi.
Hi.
My torso from the tops of my ribs down to the bottom of the second chakra there. I've been nauseous and twinges and just, I mean, I was so nauseous I had to lie down this afternoon. I haven't.
Sorry that you're going through anything in particular that's causing it that you know of.
I I I don't know, and I don't know why my muscles are twinging, and I don't know.
All right. I'll gladly work with you. And what I'd like to do is start off asking blessing.
Thank you.
My perception is number one, you didn't wake up with this. Is that correct?
Um, Not the nausea, no. No.
Right. Okay. What I'd like to recommend is you have toast with butter.
Okay.
How does it feel now, though? And be
Oh,
candid, please.
I do not feel nauseous, and I do feel a little bit tight in the top of my, like above the belt line, but I don't feel
Okay.
nauseous right now.
All right. 1 second or 1 minute. There. Now move around a little bit and tell me how you feel. Be candid.
It's easier to breathe. Thank you.
All right. How's your belly feel?
Tiny bit of an ache, much better.
Okay, good. But definitely have toast with butter
Okay.
if you have the opportunity.
Okay. I usually use vegan butter, but
No, no.
regular butter. Okay, I got some
Yes.
butter. I'll
Good.
do it.
Good.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My honor. And yeah, for you, the oils in the vegan is disturbing your belly in the vegan butter.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know, it's a mixture, a blend of oils that they use. And so,
Oh, you know what? You just nailed it. I did feel kind of sick to my stomach when my husband walked in with two sticks of what appeared to be butter, and he said, "Are these both butter?" And I tasted them, and I told him the one that wasn't butter, it was margarine. And I mean, vegan butter, whatever.
sure.
And I felt sick right then.
All right, my
I
dear.
started feeling sick. I did not even know it. What are you, psychic? Thank you so much.
Blessings to you.
Thank you.
You're a psychic.
Oh, dude, I learned it from you.
All right. Where's Denise? Please.
Yes.
Yay.
I feel pain in my right foot when I walk or when I move my foot in circles.
Okay. And how long have you been having that, hon?
For 1 month.
Okay. Did it, do you remember a movement that you did that you felt a weird sensation happening in your foot and you went, ow, or you didn't know what to
Yeah,
say?
yeah. I fell and it was
Yeah.
swollen. It's not more swollen. And usually I don't feel the pain, but
Okay.
when I walk like for 10 minutes, it comes back.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry. Well,
Thank you.
let me work with that, okay?
Thank you
And
so much.
you just rest your foot, okay, hon?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just rest it. You
Okay.
may sense something happening, energies, or you may feel staticky or electricity or whatever. You may feel air going through your bones or
Okay.
your muscles or something, or
Mm-hmm.
heat or cold. Okay. Let's see. Your right, my left. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Did you feel something happen right there?
Yeah, it's
What did it
impressive.
feel like?
Uh, it start to move by itself. Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God.
And here we go again. There. Now it's what I refer to as it's breathing inside. And is there any way you can step on it or tell if it's different or the same?
Let me see.
Sure.
Wow, feels different. I
How
feel like,
so?
yeah, I felt like if someone is here, like giving massage inside and yeah, like a beautiful energy. And
Excellent.
at
Excellent.
first, I was like, wow, what is this? But I trust and wow, amazing. Impressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Uh,
Wow,
you're amazing. Good.
thanks.
Cool. All righty. And that movement you felt was it was reminded that it could breathe again, where
Okay.
it was in a little real subtle shock trauma from that fall that you had or the
Okay.
injury that you had. That was all. And so it retained and what this will enable it to do is to be more normalized in that consciousness. I took that consciousness and I broke it and told it to take a hike, basically.
Wow. Wow. Thank you
So,
so much.
oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Um, hey, Sam, what about your eye?
Well, I'm trying to think. It's hard to tell
Okay,
because it's not constant,
I know, and it moves.
Yeah. And I've got the lights turned down here, so it's hard. I mean, it's still there. I can kind of see it. It's still there.
Okay. All right. Let me do one more little thing here, huh?
Okay.
All right. There you go. See what happens.
Well, I'm kind of mad at you that you didn't prescribe toast and butter for me. I love bread.
You what?
I love bread. Maybe you could prescribe ice cream for me.
Well, if you come to Wisconsin, and if there's an ice cream place that's open, I'll get you a
Okay.
cone.
That's a deal.
All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Awesome. Mike, how do you feel in your back? Do you notice any differences? The same, worse?
Yeah, just sitting here and stuff, it's not, I have to get up and move around and all that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I understand. I
And then
understand.
it's only once, a few times a day, it's there, okay.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. All right. You're not going to have to go to ER right away then.
No, maybe for mental illness, but not for.
I'll be joining you there.
Okay.
Okay. All righty. And Jean, please. Is it Jean or Jean?
Jeannie.
Jeannie. Okay, I was wrong in all counts. How do you feel, hon?
I feel, pretty relaxed right now.
Good. Can you do me a favor, close your eyes and try to remember the anxiety that you were feeling, please. Try to remember what it was like. What's it like now when you try to remember it?
Well, I can still remember it.
And how do you notice the difference in how you feel about it now?
Yeah, I don't feel as stressed about it.
Good. That will help some of the symptomology from that's been
Uh-huh.
affecting you.
Okay.
And also you might find that you have a more objective, observant mind versus a reactive one. And that's creating a havoc in you.
Say that again.
What did I say? You
I have
might
an,
also,
I have
you
an
might also,
objective mind.
yeah, you might find yourself having more of an objective, observant mind versus reactive to create all those things in your body, the reactions.
So the goal is to be more
No
observant.
goal. Yes,
Oh.
that is a goal, to be more objectively observant in seeing what's really real. But what's happened is the trauma, as subtle or dramatic as it was, you'll find it won't have as much life anymore of that particular situation.
Okay.
So if that's true, as you're noticing that, you'll be in a state of more objectivity and being observant. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Good. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Rowita, how do you feel? How's your foot?
No, I don't have a foot problem, but I think you.
I mean, you were going to tell me something, please. It was Denise who had it.
Yeah,
Yes.
well,
Yes. Please. Anything in particular you would like me for to work with, please.
I also have stress, but I know that you said you don't work on emotional stuff.
Only in appointments. Yes.
But I don't know. I have a brother who has a mental health problem.
Okay.
And it's affecting his life, his work, his marriage, and everything. I hope you can give him some blessing.
I would love to give a blessing for him. Are you aware that when he was younger, I'm just curious, I don't know. Were you aware that he might have had a head injury?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't know actually.
that's fine. That's fine. He was like a shock trauma to him. So let's see if this doesn't help to bring more peace to him. And I truly pray so. And everyone, of course, please keep me updated. I appreciate it. And Denise, please, how you feel?
Oh, much better. It's impressive. I felt like my foot took a breathe. It's I was walking and feel better. Yeah, less
Excellent.
pressure. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. And I really truly wish that it keeps on getting more and more and more. Great.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you. And please come back next week too,
Yeah, I
everyone.
will. Definitely.
And tell family and friends or strangers or whatever. Stop people on the street. Say, no, look, you got to go to this healing circle online.
Yeah, I was thinking about it like, wow, it's amazing. I need to share this because it's wow, it's impressive.
Cool.
Thanks
Cool.
for this gift.
We all have it to varying degrees. Everyone's unique. Everyone has the ability to work with the stuff if they choose to, in whatever way they choose to. And there's so many forms of healing. This is just the way that I learned. And I'm not going to negate any form, because if it touches someone's heart, that's all that matters. And this way for me is the most expedient and the most direct, and it for me it's the truest. For everyone else, it's great. It's healing is like religions. There's all different religions of the world, and they all believe in the true God, each true God. But our understanding and definition of God is dependent upon our cultural heritage and bringing up. But it's all the same. And so we all
Wow.
have our own ideations of what God is. So
Yeah, wow. It's the first I have heard about this before, but it's the first time that I experienced this. And wow, it's like see how the human has more power than we think. And also thanks for this experience and yeah, and I'm so happy because also I feel better. I can see this and it's like wow, yeah, I love this and thank you so much.
blessings to you. I'm glad you're excited about this. And for everyone, please. Oh, first of all, Samantha, how's your eye? Do you notice any change? The same, worse, no different? What? You tell me, hon.
I think it's the same still.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what happens. Never be disappointed if something doesn't happen right away, because it's never the end of the story.
Okay.
Always. even if it's going into a surgical procedure and doctor saying, "Oh my God, I never seen the skin cooperate like this before. What'd you do?" Or looking at the organ or whatever, which has been experienced where people are going in for a new organ or something, or taking out of an organ, and they say, "I've never seen the organ heal like this before," or "Nothing's needed anymore." And I've heard those stories too. So we'll
Okay.
see.
All righty, thank you.
All right, hon. All right. And you're not going to need, this is from Mark Earlix. You're not going to need surgical procedure for, one of those floaters. So,
Okay, thank you for saying that. It just was a freaky thing. All of a sudden, something's in your eye. I'd never heard of it before.
I hear you. That's what happens when we mature.
Yes, that's what it said on Google, that it comes with age.
Not age, maturity.
Okay.
All right. And Aria, how you doing, hon? Are you there, Aria? Oh, she walked away. All right. Lily, is there anything that I can try to help you with here? Anything? All right. All right, great. All right, my dear friends. Please go to the website and feel free to go down to the bottom tab. There's a gifting tab there. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. And also, as long as it comes from your heart, that's all that matters. And also, if anyone's interested in an appointment with me, let me know. It's an elaboration of what we've done here, but more extensive with a lot of things, or counseling, whatever. And it'll be like a chat session, but I'll also work with you in that chat. You'll see that that chat also brings up stuff that might be the causes or whatever. And it'll help you to see yourself. That's all that really matters. All right. Blessings, everyone, and thank you so, so much. It's been an honor, and see you next week, hopefully. I'd love to see you again and work with you again. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
everyone.
Mark.
Thank you.
Hey, God
Thank
bless
you.
everyone.
God bless, and Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.